I'm coming back on this one. I'm feeling a different vibe, man. Last time I was feeling a bit too serious. I'm really just trying to chill this out. So we call it an Unboxable podcast. Basically, it's just me and my brother chatting. And to be honest, it sounds weird to me because we're calling it Unboxable, but we're reaching you lot and we're speaking to you lot literally through a box. Like this is the whole thing. Like we're recording it here and you're seeing us through a box. So we're Unboxable, but we're really like communicating to you through a box. Shit don't really make too much sense. I'm just trying to be living. But obviously in today's time, we got to be speaking to people through some medium in the box or something. That's what we do. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be out on the street on some shit, but since we got to come to you lot on a box because you lot fucking addicted to these boxes, we're going to come find you anyway. We're going to come find your bitch ass. We're going to come searching for you. We're going to come find you.
Yeah. Fuck the box up, bro. Welcome back to another episode of Unboxable Podcast, though, episode 2. What a way to start. That's definitely the way to get into it.
Yeah, man, chilling.
We got a Christmas coming here soon. We got a good pagan holiday coming. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, man, Saturnalia. Got to get that involved. Christ is the mouse, something like that. Santa Claus. I don't know.
Explain to them what Saturnalia is. Break that shit down. Not everyone's gonna get it,
Dude, yeah, you're probably better at doing that than me, bro. You know that shit. You've done you're like esoteric, like religion, like you know that shit better than me. I'm not even gonna play my hand that one to you, bro. Come on.
Saturnalia is the Christmas practice of worshiping Saturn, and was originated in Greece, and it's just like without looking at it through anything else, you just saw it's pretty much these dudes have like homosexual sex to like pagan gods, like beat their wives, blah blah blah. Like it was a Greek tradition, so and that's kind of what Christmas is still originated around. Christ didn't wasn't born December.
Yeah, well, Christ was born apparently so on the 11th of September. Apparently, that's an official date. Well, one of the other dates, 11th of September or some shit. I don't know, that rings a bell for something. My birthday is on 9th of September. That's wild. But even so what we're saying about Saturnalia, the origin of Saturnalia, like if you think of the word Satan, okay, this is basic fucking etymology right here, guys. Like we're just looking at origins of words, what the dates are, what they correspond to in history. Saturnalia, the name Satan comes from that, and this is worshipped as the biggest daily fucking ritual sacrifice every year on a daily basis on the 25th of December called Christmas. Congratulations, you figured out a bunch of bullshit you didn't know before. See, I'd never seen fucking Roman wear glasses before. I didn't even play. It's about the first time we got on this thing. I seen a brother wear glasses. That's how unnatural this shit is, and we're vibing with it still. We're vibing with it still.
Yeah.
I've never seen the man wear glasses, bro.
Well, I don't need glasses like visually. They're Blu-ray blockers.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they're Blu-ray blockers, but either way,
shit ton of Blu-ray.
I guess they do make me look a bit smarter. But the way I was catching myself, the angle I was catching myself, I looked like Bubbles.
Yeah, trailer park.
Fucking, you know what I mean? That's happening, bro.
Yeah, that's a character you can play. See, my buddy Roman, bro, might not know about him, bro. We can play characters, bro. We got multiple. This shit's like fucking, like we be balling out, like vibing out. This shit's like fucking straight role play, like characters, like a fucking what's them old school like Greek, like Roman, fucking like them things with the mask they did. We're bopping around just playing like these different shit's like fucking shit's fun, bro.
Straight playing theater out in fucking public.
Yeah, no, it's facts. Yeah, I'm feeling good though, bro. What have you been saying?
No, I'm feeling great, dude. I personally don't mind. I like Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas for what it is, what they say it is, or what it really is, blah, blah, blah. I just like being around my family and eating food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's it. It's like you want to be, you're around your people, you're breaking bread together, you're eating food, you around your loved ones because you're not usually around them because you're fucking segregated and separated across like blah, blah, blah. So it's a time to get together. And the only time you do get together is when you're fucking all your energies going sacrifice towards fucking Saturnalia or some shit. They spin and make it sound like it's a good thing at Christmas or some shit. He's like playing straight up games on our fucking ass.
Yeah, dude.
Bullshit.
You ain't wrong. I mean, Thanksgiving, that of course is celebrating the Cardinal Ximenos entering into Spain and killing any black Moors that resisted Christianity from Turkey.
I don't doubt
So
it.
so that was a European conquest and conversion, attempted conversion of people to a new religion.
Conversion.
Yeah, proselytized, we'll say, is a better word.
Conversion.
Proselytized.
Oh,
That's
what was that thing? Remember when you were when we were studying or some shit and you were doing your like the work at the university, bro? And they were saying it was like you were trying to reach like the minority. What was it they were trying to say? What was the language they used? Remember when it's like,
marginal.
yeah, it was like you doing some assignment or some shit. Obviously, fucking bullshit that we've gone way past now. Shit's beneath us, bro. But the way they were wording it, they were like you were trying to like reach the like the mic. You know, do you know what I'm talking about, bro? Am I tripping?
Like marginalized people.
Yeah, it's like they gave a task. It was like, oh, we want to try and extend this to like marginalized groups, and like as part of the fucking task, it's like they should call that shit conversion. It's like they spin like an improvement. They make it sound like it's all you know, we're trying to do the best. It's improvement, man. We're going to spread this shit like under the guise of like some
I
sort of
got,
like, can we
I
go?
got what you're saying.
Yeah,
So pretty much what
yeah,
happened
yeah.
was I don't really care. I'll talk about it because I do have a college degree. I graduated. It's over with. Like, and I don't have any ties to the school anymore. I don't. That shit's bullshit. But we could talk about it. So I was pretty much given an assignment to make indigenous people accept water rights and water control being put upon them in the reservations. But the way that it was framed to me was like really PC and fucking buff, so I wouldn't like understand what they were asking me to do as well.
That's
So
right, mate. You know, before you ain't gonna realize that shit.
as well as like what I was doing. But pretty much they said like and at first it took them an hour to get me to understand what they're saying because they wouldn't just tell me what it was. They had to fucking put me pat around it.
Just say, like,
But pretty much what they ended up wording it was like increasing the receptivity of indigenous groups to water conservation and water rights. And it's like making them like making them accept water, so mentally pretty much fucking with them to where they and seeing how we can manipulate them to where they'd accept us controlling their water supplies because there's water droughts coming.
yeah,
So
that's MK Ultra, bro. That's the thing. Everyone knows this stuff. The stuff we're talking about, we can tie back to things that people know. And that idea of MK Ultra, that idea of even books like Brave New World, it's one of these ideas where it's not such like a forced upon thing with like power and violence. It's like more of a mental game where they even get you trapped in this like mental psychological warfare, and they be having you do the shit they want you to do, and you don't even realize you're fucking doing it. Like they're doing that shit on some fucking sneaky shit. And that's why you have to become smart as shit to understand their games. Because if you go and understand it, they're about 5, 10, 100 levels ahead of you, bro. They're playing on different games, bro. It's a game of chess. Like these are playing on different levels. Like we have to become so smart, figure shit out, like fucking like literally use our third eye, like trying to see behind the light in between, like try and figure this shit out. You've got to literally become like fucking like about smart as shit to understand the shit. Luckily we did it, so we can just tell it to you guys. Chill.
yeah, have you seen that bullshit they're trying to do with like feeding us like bugs and trying to pretty much stop meat? Like they're buying a lot of farmland, they're
Yeah,
promoting more bugs and like fake meats and shit.
yeah, for sure.
That's just gross, bro. That just pisses me off more so for the fact that like that's fucking bullshit. Like I love food, bro. And you're gonna come fucking I swear if they do that, they're fucking with people's food, they're really gonna piss people
And that's
off,
like
bro.
the most basic thing you need, like the most like fundamental thing, like your food. It's like it's called soul food for a reason. That's your soul, like it's your bottom of your feet, your souls. It's soul food. That's what keeps you going. That's what gives you your energy. You know, that's what makes you,
Soul food.
beat. Yeah, that's what. So if they're fucking that up, you're already on a loss from the beginning. Like you already fucked from the beginning, bro. Like I want to go and get meat. Like I ain't got any fucking money or nothing because I'm fucking bullshitting it. Like, so even if I want to go and get meat, I've got to go to the supermarket. But if I want to get good meat, I've got to go to the butcher's, which is next door, which is about 5 times the price just to get a good cut of meat, like just good meat that's fresh, like stuff that I should just be eating. Like I've got to, like I can't even just have what the shit I should be eating. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't even clock it on that level where you don't realize like the shit you should just be having, like the basic shit, just like having your good meat, like people around you, like hunting your own food, just doing shit like fresh. That these lot are making it so you can't do that. Like if you can't see that something's deeply wrong and like you're not like seeing this, like there might be no hope for people at this point, bro. It's so obvious, like so obvious, bro.
I feel like they're at like such a point where they've done absolutely everything now where it's getting to the point where they're gonna like
Yeah,
that's the shit that people really care about, like food and shit like that. And now
just
people are
having
really
the
into
truth, being around your people, having a good time, like it's fucking bullshit. Bro. But you know what? We move on. Like we're doing something about it. That this gives us meaning to our life. Like we're fighting for some shit. Like we've been figuring this out. And when we do get it back, because it's gonna come, that shit gonna feel real good. That shit
oh
feel real good. That shit gonna feel real good.
yeah,
But,
dude, because we could talk about anything and everything for hours,
uh,
bro. You know what I mean?
we can go. Like
Also with an open conscience and not filtering anything or worrying about what we're talking about, because it's not like we're fucking dirtbags like the people right now, you know?
yeah, it's
Like,
like
At the time.
it's fun now gone.
At the people at the top, they gotta filter and watch everything they do, play master shilling sometimes, you know, like I don't really give a fuck, bro. Any words we say, bro, I don't think there's any way on a podcast if we're sitting in our houses and we're video chatting, we post it to a digital space. There's nothing we could say
No,
that should render any. I know they could sue us for defamation or shit like that, but I don't give a fuck.
dude, defamation. Like they do. You know, we spoke about this before. They demonetize us. So if you take the word demon, they're going to demonetize you. They're going to attach it, and people will be saying I'm demonetized, and they don't even realize they're talking in words which are literally like corresponding to different things at the same time. Spelling words, like it's basic shit we know about. Demonetized. They're demonetizing you. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do that. They're gonna cancel you. They're gonna try to do that bullshit. But you know what? At the end of the day, bro, they cannot stop us. And at the end of the day, like we're correct. I don't care what people say. Like I know I'm correct. I know Roman's correct. But so anything that comes out of our mouths must also be correct. But we ain't got to filter nothing. We ain't got to play games, try and hide the truth from you lot. Like, nah, we thrive in the truth. Let's get the truth out there, bro. Like we swim in no more. It's like we coming, bro.
Yeah, like uh, there was one thing do gotta tell you guys because James is a registered sex offender, so.
Yeah. Fuck you. I'll tell you what, that shit ain't true, but on the same level, like that's a good
No,
that's a good topic. No, that's a good topic because
I'm just fucking around.
no, that's a good topic because if you take something like that, say like age, even age is part of like it's like this weird thing where it's like age can be a so you say like I'm 25 years old, right? And someone else would be like 30 and they'll be like the way they make you break down things, like even like with the days or like it could be a thing, you know, you say I'm 25, I'm this, I'm 30, like even like breaking yourself down in terms of age, comparing yourself to like, oh, this is that age, this is that. If you don't stop seeing yourself in that way, sort of getting lost in all these like these little things like I'm 20, I'm this, I'm you can kind of like you start experiencing life in a different way where it becomes not about that thing. It just becomes about like say like to be the president of the United States, you have to be 30 years or older, right? So you break it down. I'm 20. I'm this. But at the end of the day, bro, like they say I'm 25, yeah, or some shit. Like I say I'm 25, I'm this, I'm that. No, but I don't care. Donald Trump, 40 years old. Joe Biden's about 700. Like, don't come at me with
That's
bullshit.
88.
Yeah, I'm more equipped than any of these lot to fucking decide what's going on in this place. But trying to tell me I'm 25, you have to be this age. But I'm not give a fuck about that. Like me and my people, the people that I've been building, the squad that we've been getting together, a global squad, a universal squad, we most equipped, more equipped than anyone to fucking decide what's going on in this place. But don't care about no age, what you tell me, who I am. Nah, not.
As far as like just taking the range right now, I'm gonna be honest. I would definitely take another 5 year development period.
Yeah, you reckon?
Oh, dude, as far as like deciding shit, like holding a nuclear warhead and deciding shit, bro, I literally
It
would
ain't
take
even
it.
that complicated, bro. It ain't even that
Right
complicated.
now, though, right now, I could do it. It would be easy.
Dude,
But I would definitely take another fucking 5 year
yeah,
development
we
period.
ain't perfect, but at the same time, all the point I'm getting across is there's no way you can't tell me, and we don't know this ourselves, that anyone who's deciding shit, whether it is Joe Biden or this person or that person, that you ain't better off for the world and for the people and for everyone that it was actually you deciding that instead of these lot. These not done nothing but fuck us over. Like at least if you were deciding it, we might get some shit wrong. If I were, I might get some shit wrong. At least we're gonna be going the right direction. At least we're gonna be trying to do like the shit ain't gonna be perfect straight away. You know what I'm saying? Shit takes time, bro.
Yeah, well, do you know a lot of the young leaders like throughout the world? Like, let's see, there's like How old was Julius Caesar when he was on his reign, bro? Because people were young, bro.
One of the youngest ones, Alexander the Great, which is obviously out of Macedonia. Dude was like 19 or some shit when he took.
Dude,
19, bro. I swear, dude was like 19 on something like that. Crazy.
if
Like,
you're in the role,
I
if you're in the role, you know.
I remember reading something about Julius Caesar. It was like when he was growing up, obviously he knew of Alexander the Great, and he used to get pissed off. Like he was really annoyed because Alexander the Great had become conqueror by the time he was like 19, and Julius Caesar was already like older. I don't know when it was, but he used to get pissed off that like because my man had done it at 19. He was there like, but he clocked it by 19. It's taken me another like 15 years to fucking get this shit. Like how was it? Maybe he did it. Maybe he had, back then it's not all the same. Like maybe he was just born into it. Some people are just born into that position. Some people got to work their way from the bottom, and like by the time you're 19, like if I look at myself now and where I was at 19, I'm a different man. Different man.
That's the same. That's crazy. That was 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's even the last time, like you guys don't know, I met Roman in Wyoming. I was studying at university and I went out there on exchange year. This was probably like 4 years ago, and that's where I met him. And if he like if I saw him now, if he could just imagine the guy that he met out there compared to the guy that he's seen that he knows now, like you might not even think it's the same person. Like I'll look the same, but how I was acting, who I am, what I do, what level I'm at, it's completely different. Like shit can change, like, and you're not
That's,
the same person either, bro.
I've changed a lot, but it's fucking. I've
But
just
you're still
changed.
the same. But you're still the same, but you're just different.
I feel like there's like these still principles I have, and it's like who I am is kind of a foundation, what who I love, and like my family, and also what I believe in, and what I stand for, and then that's like never changes.
Yeah,
And then I feel like there's other things about me that are just
yeah.
constantly around that just like change and rotate.
That's psychology, bro. Because then you start to understand yourself. You're like, okay, there's this part of you where it's still the same. Like you're still your values, who you are. Like you being Roman, that person you are. Like that guy, that's you. That's your life. But then there's other shit that changes, like your awareness, your understanding, shit you know, shit you're doing, like your environment and shit that changes. So that's like, is that like your soul then? That's like your like you. That's like you, like your essence, like that's you, that you're Roman, you're that vessel, or you're this like fucking avatar or body, or that person, like incarnate. But then you got this other shit you're experiencing, time goes on and shit. Like that's literally the origins of psychology, bro. That's how you start figuring shit out. And
It's like the Merkaba. I've explained the Merkaba kind of just like with words and easily, because it's like you have a stationary tetrahedron in the middle, and then two rotating tetrahedrons outside. That's like a stationary, like solid one thing built on correct morals, and then everything else is rotating around that.
yeah, you see you know this shit, and when we become conscious of it and understand it ourselves, we can look at those sorts of things and understand what they're saying. Like if you don't know any of that shit beforehand, you can look at it. It's like the symbols in Egypt, all these like symbols, like even like the yin and yang, like the chaos and the all, like that sort of like masculine, that sort of like breakup, like that's even in your mind. Like the yin and the yang is literally a picture of your mind. These two like sorts of like energies there, like the sides. It's like a literal like but you wouldn't understand that unless you figured it out first. Like you can stare at the Egyptian symbols or the Merkaba for however how long you want, unless you understand it yourself and clock it. Then you can look at it and be like, that's what it's saying. Like there's ancient knowledge and shit that's been known, and you can see it there. But if you're so far away from even like conceptualizing that shit, you just gonna think that's nothing but a bunch of pictures that some kid drew on the fucking wall in fucking kindergarten or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're just like, oh, sweet.
You're like, oh,
Shotgun. Yeah, literally, if you don't know what it is, that shit's fucking
yeah.
googly guy.
Yeah,
That you're looking at.
Google guy, go Google.
That's like going under the park and the slide in the playground and looking at the,
Yeah.
the little kids' carvings.
But that's what they do. People don't understand it, and then they just disregard it. Like they're just like they can't clock it. They don't see it. It goes right over their head. They're just like, yeah, that's some bullshit. And then there's only a few people that do understand it. You're like, no, 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 and everyone's just like, no, it's bullshit. They start trying to make you question yourself, bro. And then obviously you clock in the end. You're just like, oh no, you realize what it is and what you are and what you. But then in some points, bro, it's like you got to know who you are. You got to realize who you are and some shit and stick by. Believe in yourself. Know that what you're saying is true and correct. Like even though other people are gonna be saying some other bullshit, as soon as like the tides start turning, they're gonna be jumping on your fucking boat. You know what I'm saying? So that shit's chilled. We know what's gonna happen. Like,
And you got to build yourself on what's right. Like if your like ideology is what you believe, like it's kind of more fact-based, then it's kind of hard to deviate from it. You ultimately want to find the truth. And when that comes to yourself, you want to do what's right also. So it's like in any predicament you're in, if you do what's right, no matter where you're at or what predicament or thing you're in, like you're not in any wrong because you did what's right. You know
That's
what I mean? Like
you ain't got no you ain't got a story to be caught up in like lies and things like you need to like remember this. It's like if you're just you never need to become someone you're not. If you just are who you are and you say what you think and there's nothing that could possibly like go wrong. You're being righteous, you know what's right within yourself and you're carrying that out in how you act and interact with people. Like there's no need to like everything like what happens and everything must be righteous following from that. That's the way to I feel that anyway. I know that's basically what you just said. I'm fucking waffling.
yes, what's popping out there in London, dude? You checking in from London, eh?
I'm actually in Dorking, bro, because I'm a Dork. That's in Surrey, which is like south of London. Dorking.
Yeah, Dorkville.
Yeah, dude, I showed you the other day. I sent a video, bro. I kid you not. Like, I walk outside my apartment, bro, and it literally, like, in the lights, that place out the front, it looks like we like in Rome, bro. It literally looks like the same thing. Like the way the lights are. I remember going to them places. Like sometimes you don't even realize the places around you are like special places, and like you get so caught up in this thing and that thing, like you don't even take in your immediate experiences. Like right outside my front door is beautiful, like building, like it used to be like the old fire station in the town. It's got these big windows and it's like beautifully. You almost like walk past it every day and don't even realize shit that's right in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. Kind
That old world architecture, it's like what you see
yeah,
in Rome. You find that everywhere. Like in its old world, it was built, I'm pretty sure during all the same time, and it's just been preserved. And whether the story's been changed on what it was or whatever,
but you know the
not
craziest
being
part? It's like a really nice building. It's been turned into a pet store, bro. You know, like there's this lovely building, like great architecture. Like I walk out and it's like this grand building, and you just look at it, and these lot fucking they're taking the piss that bad. They turn like this building into a pet store, bro.
what would you turn it into?
I'll turn that shit. That shit will be a palace, bro. We'll be fucking walking out. That shit will be fucking lights out there, open plan. Or I'll turn it just something like grand. No, these will just turn it into like something so mundane, something so like. And the worst part is they're not even like this is the deepest part, bro. Them pet stores are not selling good food for your pet. They're selling dried food, dried bullshit, fucking fake bullshit, like fucking fake activities your dog needs to be doing rather than taking it on a walk and fucking feeding it actual food and meat that it wants to eat. And they're just literally there, like their whole thing's like unnatural to the maximum. Literally.
Or what if fucking uh, so you're gonna put a place in a house there, right?
Yeah, or just like anything, bro. It'd just be like
And
an
you're
open
gonna have
thing. Just
and you're
something
gonna have Smiths to the right of you and then fucking 24-hour liquor to the left. Like, isn't that shit in the middle of the city?
Nah, do you know what, Match? Nah, I won't even say too much about what I want. I'm trying to have this whole city, bro. Trying to have this whole town.
You're trying to have that whole town. How
Yeah.
much do you think that whole town cost?
If you quantify it in money, then I don't know. But if you quantify it in numbers of people walking through the town at any given time with sufficient manpower, probably about 5 people, depending on who they are. If I got my 5 people.
No, how much money do you think it costs? Legit,
Well,
if you were
legit, if I was going to quantify it in money, I'd say probably you wouldn't even be able to buy it because you wouldn't even be able to purchase it because you probably couldn't even purchase the land. What do you think you could literally just like if I got enough money, I won the lottery, I could just buy the whole of Dorking. I couldn't do
dude,
that.
if like a billionaire moves to like okay, so Rock Springs, right?
Yeah,
There's a it's a town of probably 30,000 people.
yeah,
If a billionaire goes there, probably has $10 billion, dude, they could probably buy the whole fucking
yeah.
town for.
You're right. You're right. But what about like in ancient times when like fucking Alexander would ball up with his people and just like it's 10 billion. Like you gotta play this new game. We were talking about this the other day. Like I've got to make money by making products and doing fucking a bunch of bullshit, fucking on online, blah blah blah. And that what's getting me to buy it. Or nah, bro, I'm balling through. We balling through, bro. Fucking army, fucking horseback. Now we just taking it.
You gotta do either. Doesn't
What's the
matter.
difference? Like, what's the difference? There's no difference between the two. It's just a different game.
Yeah, we gotta do either. Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
we can do both. We gonna be doing both. Trust me. That's what they're scared of. We can do both, motherfucker. Yeah, we the synthesis. We about everything that could be. This is pan. This is age of pan, motherfucker. We pan all things. We got all things in our arsenal, buddy. We can do both. We gonna be doing both, and you gonna be.
Hey, he speaks his deities and what he's saying. That he believes in that himself. We have some different views there.
Yeah, for sure. We're different people. We're not the same person. Like if someone said to me, I completely agree with something else that another man says, I'll call you a liar. I'll call you a dickhead. Because even though we're good friends or whatever, it's like I don't agree with everything that you say, and you don't agree with everything that I say, and I don't want you to agree with everything that I say. Because if you do, then you're lying because you're a different person to me. So you're not going to think the same everything that we say. But still, we just have fun, bro. Like we know what real is. We know what real is. We know what the truth is. We got the same mission, so we fucking vibing out and some shit.
Oh yeah, dude. You guys got to visit Rome. I mean, we went to Rome and that was I've been quite a bit of places now, and that was one of the coolest fucking places I've ever been.
Yeah,
That shit was crazy. What
yeah.
about you, James?
Huh?
What's like the top three craziest places you've been, like right
Well,
now?
one of the places obviously was when I came to the States because I hadn't left, I hadn't been to the States, and I went into the middle of fucking nowhere. I went to fucking Laramie, Wyoming, like into the middle of the mountains. Just fucking obviously met you then. But even though I was at university, I dropped out of university. I went back in my final year, dropped out after I wrote an essay one time. And here's this, bro. The guy that was marking it, the lecturer, comes back to me like, this was the first essay I was genuinely interested in writing, like something personal. I was like, oh, I find this interesting. Guy that comes back to me, he's like, oh, that's not what we're looking for here. Maybe you should run it by me first next time. I'm just there thinking, like, well, I've got to run by you, some shit that saying, boom, drop out of that shit. But yeah. So the crazy places I've been, obviously, to the States. Um, I was in Wyoming. We went to Colorado. Rome definitely, and the third one. So I haven't been to many places. I liked it in Lisbon. Lisbon's cool. Um, I'm trying to go South America, man. I'm trying to get myself to Tijuana. What do you think?
Amsterdam? What about Amsterdam?
Amsterdam, yeah, no, Amsterdam was cool as fuck. Yeah, I forget about Amsterdam's just fun because obviously what you can do there and what it allows for. The canals are cool. The architecture is cool. To be fair, I probably prefer. If someone asked me to go to Lisbon or Amsterdam, I'd probably go Amsterdam. I ain't chatting. Ride around on bicycles, like the whole city's designed. You don't even need to drive, bro. Imagine we could just have a city where you can just ride around on like a bike or something. Like that shit is just so much funner. Like, why are we doing that, bro?
Yeah, that's how the place I live is designed. It's
Yeah,
like
that
a big
shit's
bike place.
Yeah, the
I love
states, the
it.
states, the states is crazy. I said to you before, it's like a playground, like a fairground. Like you've got every climate, every type of thing, every possible, like everything's like going over there. It's just like a wild place, especially not coming from there and not experiencing it. Like everything's to the max. Like it's wild. Yeah, it's
Yeah, we do everything
everything's
fucking
max.
jumbo sized.
Yeah. But I was gonna ask you a question. I want to see what you think of this. It crossed my mind earlier. So obviously, you know, we're talking about Tesla the other day when we did the last one. We're talking about a different conception of electricity and how you can get it from the atmosphere and how you can do those sorts of things. I was wondering, so if we can get electricity in this different way and you can sort of conduct it, do you think it's a possibility, even though we don't know it, or maybe we know it limited, like that we could like, you know, you see in like movies, some or like that type of thing where we can sort of affect it and move shit and like conduct it in like a sort of way where we're part of this like in like this in this new field, not in the field that we're talking through here, like in front of you, like where that sort of conception of electricity, like getting it from the atmosphere, you can somehow conduct it as well and like join with it and like as it moves and like you can sort of like, do you know what I'm saying? That's in fucking
Like some electro shit, like Spider-Man Electro.
possible. Like it's a consequence. Like if we think about the consequences of that conception of like electricity and drawing it, like surely one of the possibilities is that like we might be able to partake in accessing that or gaining this like in this field. If we're like conductors or whatever in this,
Maybe if you put the right metal equipment on,
you would need to put equipment on, you think?
you need to put like something to harness it, like metal equipment.
What about our brains? Is there nothing? There's nothing like. Aren't we made up? Aren't we got like metals and shit in us? I swear we have metals. Like we drink like water and shit. It's got like iron and fucking bullshit. Like if we got metal in us and shit, like, you think that shit's
Yeah, I
possible?
think we could literally turn into the next superheroes.
Do you think that shit would be cool as fuck? Like, I'm trying to test this theory out. Like next time me and Ron come back, we're gonna be a superhero. Like we ain't even gonna be like.
That would be the goal, dude, right there.
I think maybe it's possible. Imagine the whole scam is they make us think it's fake by giving us movies and shit, make you think that shit ain't real. Imagine that shit is 100% real, bro.
I think it's real.
Bro, this world's about to get crazy. Like I'm telling you now, like we've been
There's vigilantes, you know that.
we've been in a dark place, bro. This age of Aquarius is transparent, it's water, it's aqua, it's agua.
I'm not saying Superman's flying around though.
Nah, not like that. But in maybe more, maybe there's more that's possible than we're not aware of and can't conceptualize. That's basically what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I think definitely though, I would pick Superman if I could be like I would have his powers, bro. Because who's fucking with Superman?
Yeah, I know. He's literally Superman. Like by definition, like, that thing's a Superman. Like you could be Batman. It's just yeah, you're a man, but you're a bat. Or no, I'm the Superman. It's like yeah, tough
He's
luck.
not even a bad.
Yeah, that shit's like I'll be Spider-Man, bro. My last
He's
name's
actually Spider. Spider-Man still get pieced up by Superman.
yeah, it's not Spider-Man will get his ass piece. He get
The
lasered
Hulk and
from about
Superman.
Spider-Man going to try and fly over to him. He's just going to get lasered web every time. Just keep falling down. I go,
Oh yeah, Superman and the Hulk would be the best matchup, I think.
Hulk. What about Thanos? I think
That maybe. Like with the Infinity Gauntlet, yeah.
old school one. Like when I think of the old school ones, I think of Superman, Hulk, like them proper Marvel one. Like I don't know, like Thanos, might be Marvel or whatever it is. I don't really know, but that's more like a newer one. It's not one of the old school ones that you think of. Hulk, well, what was that? I remember you told me someone about it was like Hulk, a scene with Hulk and like Loki or some shit where like Loki's like, I'm a god. And Hulk's just like, boom, 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 and he's like,
Yeah, literally.
uni god or some shit.
Yeah, dude.
Hulk's a
Literally.
monster. Like he's not as smart, but that guy is literally like, boom,
Well,
boom, boom.
like one of the Hulks synthesized Bruce Banner and Hulk, and Bruce Banner was a nuclear physicist, like one of the smartest people alive,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then turned into the Hulk. So when they synthesize, then it's like that's genius inside of that
yeah.
fucking
That's the thing.
monster.
It's not synthesized. He can turn himself into the Hulk, but he can't be. He's one or the other at any given time. He's either genius, fucking whatever he is, fucking neuro, fucking whatever bullshit he is, or he's Hulk. But when he's Hulk, he's not the same guy inside of the Hulk's body. He becomes this new creature, where he's
There
not.
isn't a synthesized Hulk.
It's like when he's that like super smart guy, he can't do what Hulk can do. But then he turns into Hulk, but then he doesn't know all the shit and is as smart as like the thing he was before. It's like he's like one or the other.
There's like a smart Hulk though.
Oh, there's a smart Hulk. Yeah, that's problems for anyone. I'm sorry, I'm piecing out on that. I'm getting King Kong. Yeah, that King Kong's like the real smart. King Kong, if you're looking at like a real life representation of where you might fit, like draw Hulk from, literally like the fucking like biggest like that's literally like Hulk, and they're like smart shit as well. Like if you're gonna put that in the animal kingdom, it's literally like King Kong.
King
Like,
Kong versus Hulk would go hard.
nah, it's versus Godzilla, dinosaurs or some shit.
Hulk versus Godzilla.
I don't know. Wasn't there one that's like I swear like King Kong came through and booked all the fucking.
Oh, there was definitely a Hulk versus King Kong.
Dude, the
King
scariest
Kong versus Godzilla.
Predator, bro. Did you watch Predator?
Yeah, that shit's stupid.
Yeah,
It,
dude. That
it was cool
Terminator.
before.
Terminator. Trying to think. Nah, but even then, but it's, you know, it's like it's an imagination, and we think of those things, and we got movies, and it's sort of these things we imagine. But I don't know. Then there's some part of me which thinks like it's cool to do that and to imagine them, but like I feel like we could be doing more in the real life itself rather than having everything mediated and separate. And like, yeah, movies are cool, whatever, but it's like I want my life to be a movie. Like, why am I so focused on watching some screen? Like, just feels weird to
Yeah.
me most of the time. Just feels weird to me most of the time, honestly. Maybe I'm tripping.
Well, where's the next adventure?
Uh, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the system is in the world, but I need to get some bread up, and I'm trying to get that shit quick. So I want to go on an adventure. That's all I want to do. I just want to have fun with my people and live life as a party, and go out, ball out of places with you, and if I can do shit like my family, my friends, like that's what I want to do. So fucking, I want to come back to the States. That's what I want to do. I want to come see you. I want to come for a couple weeks when I get holiday. Like I'm trying to go because I'm still working fucking job
Hey
shit.
James, James got a book out right now. It's gonna be linked in the bio. Talk about your book a little bit and how much it is, what it is, where it's at. It's
Yeah,
fucking sick.
yeah, bro. I've got to turn into a promoter. I'm doing my Eddie Hearn right now. Let me just say, yeah, doing the Frank Warren. Nah, who's it? Bob Arum. Nah, I'm a turn. I'm gonna do a
Let's
dead.
get that book info flowing,
I'm gonna do a
baby.
De La Hoya and fuck this shit right up. All right, basically, yeah, no, I wrote a book. I told you lot before. It's called Crowns and Jewels. I'll put it in the bio. I'm writing another book now, by the way. I was working on that literally before I spoke to Roman. He was out working out, and I was literally writing. And then he called up. He's like, called me. He's like, let's jump on. I was like, fuck it, let's go. But yeah, nah, I was doing it. I'm writing another book, which is more of a novel. But this book, fuck off. But they can't even see you doing that anyway. I can see you doing that shit because I'm talking. They can't even see your face. Maybe we should do it so we can see both our faces. We'll figure it out next time. Next time we're gonna have a whole setup. Nah, but either way, yeah. So I wrote a book. It's called Crowns and Jewels. Go check. Stop, bro. I'll have to block his face out. This guy's making me laugh. I'm blocking his face out of my hand. Actually, no, that ain't gonna disturb me. Yeah, either way, I wrote a book. It's explaining a bunch of the shit. If you want to figure shit out, if you want to figure out what's going on in the world in the most accurate and the most straight to the point form, in the most condensed and the most dense form, with the most calculated words, with the most fucking piercing fucking, read that book, fellas. I'm gonna put that shit in the link in the bio. Let's see what Roman's saying. He's playing the Joker right now, and I won't lie to him. He's good at playing it. Might call him the Joker himself. The Mexican Joker. Anyone knows about South Park? He's been smoking on the Mexican Joker, but
Yeah, well, definitely not Mexican. I'm actually 100% Chinese and 100% Congo, Middle African.
yeah,
But either way, yeah, check that book out James got. See if you could get through it without a headache, you know.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, you know what? Make sure. Listen, I didn't really edit the book that much. I really couldn't be asked. So I was like, the book's really like pretty the best out there anyway. So like,
I'm fucking around, but definitely you're gonna need to understand a little bit of esoteric information, some parables, some good stuff. But that's good at episode 2 of Unboxable for sure.
yeah, we done on this one, episode 2. We're gonna be bad. This shit's gonna be flowing. Yeah, well, I was gonna say, as I say, I didn't edit the book. Like, make sure you leave some comments below, like maybe how I could improve my grammar or my spelling. Okay, guys. Yeah, let's become a grammar teacher. Peace out.